Logan Paul convinced his millions of young followers to invest over $6.5 million into a revolutionary digital pet game called CryptoZoo, only to abandon them with worthless, unhatchable cartoon eggs while he walked away from the wreckage, while ordinary people watched their life savings evaporate. The project's token hit an astronomical peak valuation of $2 billion, driven entirely by empty celebrity hype. In this episode, you will discover how a famous influencer sold his young audience on a financial dream, only to blame his own developers and force his victims to sign away their legal rights just to get a fraction of their money back. What seemed like a revolutionary plate-worn game was actually a chaotic trap, and the fallout is still shaking the internet today. To understand how this disaster unfolded, we have to travel back to late 2020 and 2021. The financial world was gripped by a speculative fever. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, were selling for millions of dollars, and the promise of plate-worn blockchain gaming was the hottest trend on the internet. Sitting at the very top of the creator economy was Logan Paul, a mainstream celebrity, boxer, and podcast host with an audience of fiercely loyal young fans. In August 2021, Logan used his massive platform, the Impulsive Podcast, to officially announce his new passion project, CryptoZoo. He claimed this wasn't just a quick cash grab, telling his audience he had personally invested $1 million of his own money to build it. He told Forbes magazine that CryptoZoo could be one of the biggest things he would ever do in his life. To his young, financially inexperienced viewers, it sounded like an absolute goldmine backed by a man who couldn't lose. The hype machine worked perfectly. The concept was simple. Players would buy digital NFT eggs using cryptocurrency. When hatch day arrived, these eggs would hatch into unique, handmade digital animals. Players could then breed these animals to create exotic hybrids, which would generate passive income in the form of a new cryptocurrency called the Zoo token. On September 1, 2021, the first 10,000 Genesis NFT eggs were released to the public. They sold out almost immediately, with each egg costing approximately 0.39 Ethereum. The excitement was so intense that the Zoo token's market capitalization surged to a staggering $2 billion before the game was even functional. Among the thousands of buyers was Dan from Sydney, Australia, known online as CPT Dandon. Hearing Logan's personal endorsement, Dan trusted that the project was guaranteed to take off and invested several $1,000s of his hard-earned money into Zoo tokens, hoping to secure his financial future. But beneath the exciting terminology of blockchain tech and passive yield, the financial mechanism of CryptoZoo was highly unstable. Think of it like a digital carnival. The host sells you expensive mystery boxes and tells you that once the carnival opens, the prizes inside will pay you a daily wage. Because of the host's fame, a massive line forms, and people start bidding up the prices of the mystery boxes and carnival coins. But behind the scenes, the carnival rides aren't even built. Even worse, the host's business partners are secretly taking their own free coins and trading them for real cash behind your back. This is exactly what happened with CryptoZoo. Co-founders like lead developer Eduardo Ibanez and Jake Greenbaum, known as the Crypto King, allegedly engaged in massive insider selling. They dumped huge amounts of Zoo tokens for significant personal profits, pulling the rug out from under late-stage investors and draining the project's liquidity. While the public was told to hold their assets, internal text messages revealed that Logan Paul's own manager, Jeffrey Levin, was privately panicking, expressing deep concerns about potential scrutiny from the Securities and Exchange Commission. The first major cracks in the facade appeared on November 3, 2021, a day the community called Hatch Day. Thousands of eager investors logged on to finally hatch their expensive digital eggs. But when they clicked the button, nothing happened. The core functionalities of the game, like breeding and earning yield, simply did not exist. To make matters worse, The unique, handmade art Logan had promised was exposed as a lazy deception. The exotic hybrid animals were quickly identified as poorly photoshopped stock images. The community's excitement turned to confusion and then to outright panic. By May 2022, the official CryptoZoo social media accounts went completely silent, leaving investors in the dark. The financial devastation was real. One investor named Talk had lost a massive sum of money he had borrowed from his middle-class father, hoping to pay back £50,000. Another anonymous investor spent $40,000 on the useless eggs, feeling utterly betrayed by the influencer they had admired for years. While Logan Paul remained silent and moved on to other ventures, an internet detective was quietly gathering evidence. In December 2022, investigative YouTuber Steven Findeisen, known online as CryptoZoo, released a devastating 3-part docuseries exposing the entire CryptoZoo project. CryptoZoo tracked down the victims, exposed the broken promises, and interviewed the developers, who claimed they hadn't even been paid. The public backlash was swift and massive. Logan Paul's initial reaction was explosive. In January 2023, he released a video fiercely attacking CryptoZoo, threatening a major defamation lawsuit and shifting all the blame to his co-founders, calling them bad actors and con men. But the internet did not buy the defense. Realizing his reputation and lucrative brand sponsorships were at risk, Logan deleted the attack video, issued a public apology, and promised to launch a multi-million-dollar refund program to make his victims whole. The legal consequences quickly caught up with the creators. In February 2023, a massive class-action lawsuit was filed against Logan Paul, his manager Jeffrey Levin, and other co-founders, led by a Texas police officer named Don Holland, alleging fraud and deceptive practices. It wasn't until January 2024 that Logan finally launched his promised $2.3 million buyback program. But the refund came with a massive catch. To get their money back, participants were forced to sign a waiver relinquishing all legal rights to ever sue Logan Paul. Furthermore, the program only refunded the original cost of the NFT eggs, leaving those who bought the devalued Zoo tokens with absolutely nothing. By March 2024, the program had dispersed over $1 million in Ethereum. But overall investor losses were still estimated to be over $4.1 million, with individual losses ranging from $100 to over $500,000. The legal saga took several unexpected turns. On October 30, 2025, a federal judge dismissed all fraud charges against Logan Paul in the class action lawsuit. Months later, in June 2026, Logan went back on the offensive, filing a defamation lawsuit against Steven Findeisen, the investigator who had exposed the project in the first place. Today, CryptoZoo stands as a stark warning about the dangers of influencer-backed financial products. It showed how easily young fans can be blinded by celebrity status, investing real money into a digital zoo of empty air. When the next big celebrity investment opportunity appears on your screen, will you trust the famous face promoting it? Or will you look at the reality underneath? Subscribe to the Collapse Files to make sure you never fall for the next big illusion.